people that finally change their clothes and have a second version of a song. Wendy Choo comes out. She says she has 3 New Year's resolutions. She's going to be unbothered, unfiltered, and unapologetic. She said it's been almost a year and she hasn't had a shot at the Evolve title, which is actually true, ladies and gentlemen. 44 episodes, not one title shot. 3 gimmick matches and an I quit. I mean, this either way. She then calls out Kendall Gray. Let's call out the person that made me not stop talking forever. Kendall Gray's like, all right, let's fucking do this shit. And ladies and gentlemen, and I say this respectfully to all the people around the world, this guy thought he was fucking slick, but you get the second version of the song. Here we go.
About a guy called Chewy Martinez, who used to wear the same clothes, but now every episode is changing his attire, but still is a mediocre to low announcer.
Play too much.
Man, let me tell y'all, man. Chewy Martinez came out there with this jogging suit on. It was clean. Boy, he should have had on 3 chains, boy. He should have had on 3 chains and some earrings. And and a fitty cap. That's what he was missing, a fitty cap. That's all he was missing. He would have had the Fat Joe package then.
Now, I love that Terrell, bless his heart.
Fat Joe starter kick.
No, I get that, but all I saw was Chewy Martinez in a black shirt and black pants. I'm like, oh, cool. There's no more little indentation on your shirt. You're not wearing a jacket. You're not wearing denim jeans. You're not wearing a denim jacket. You're wearing something different. So you get the second song, sir. I'll give you that. He stops.
No, man, he had that sweatsuit on. He had a sweatsuit on from Shein, and I noticed because I ordered a couple of those outfits. For me,
Shein.
Man, I know, but hey, the clothes is comfortable though.
They are.
They got that dry fit tech like the Adidas. That's what they clothes feel like. Yeah. Real good texture, by the way, y'all. If y'all don't know this, they got some good clothes. But what I will say is this: my jogging suit for one probably was like maybe $10 for one. Chewy Martinez's
trash bag.
I don't know.
It's trash bag color. It looked like this really glad trash bag color. But either way, I will rant on his ass for 5 more minutes. But I'm not gonna do that. It's part of the show.
Oh my god.
He stops Kendall Gray and says, "Hey, you're not supposed to have this match because you just had a triple threat match last week." Even though she kind of like coasted through that, man, kind of won it perfectly. But Kendall Gray's like, "Nah, screw that crap. I want to have the match right now." She called me out. Let's go. I'm the type of champion that you call my name out. We're gonna have a fight immediately. Then all of a sudden, the referee comes out. Hey, I just got word the match is official. Mind you, that kind of confirms that Chewy Martinez is not the GM. He's just the intermediary to the GM. So whoever the GM is, tell us eventually. I'm getting tired of this crap. I don't want to keep saying that Chewy's a useless announcer. Well, I kind of do want to say it every week, but I don't want to say it every week without any purpose, other than him just being useless. But either way, match starts. Wendy Choo versus Kendall Gray. They do the announcements. Blake Howard is there after he just got a same shirt, same clothes he was wearing after he got a prison scared from Keanu on Tuesday. So I do love this little add-on. And shout out to EOD and shout out to CJ Wolfie Terrell and Coach. We all know this. The last time they did this whole announcement stuff, like, oh, welcome to Wendy Choo, they said Wendy Choo's name, and then Kendall Gray immediately on site beat her ass. This time's like, you know what? I'm gonna let you do that. Let's start the match off. Match starts off. This was a great match, ladies and gentlemen. Wendy Choo was countering Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray was countering Wendy Choo. However, they kind of knew each other's moves, so they were just trying to avoid each other's specials. Kendall Gray was trying to avoid the dirt nap, and immediately the first 30 seconds that she did a dirt nap, she tried to get out of it and try to reverse it into a pin, which got out of it at the end. Wendy Choo, where have those slaps been? my lady. Where have they been? Like those were Champa slaps. Just slap to the boob, slap to the face, everywhere. I loved it. Kendall Gray did a nice little, like she tried to do a little. She did the whole little like go to the ropes, bounce off the ropes. She did that once, but when this match was based on that, you can do my move on me. You can do a move on me once, but you can't do that shit on me twice. But that's Wendy's as well. Wendy's like, I've already fought your ass 2 times under the sun. I know what you're gonna do to me. I know. However, Kendall Gray did not have the shades of gray when she fought Wendy Choo. She got the shades of gray finisher after Wendy Choo. I want to put that out there. Totally new ball game if you want to do by storyline wise. Totally new ball game. Now, after a while, she hit a springboard double stomp for a near fall, and Gray hit a German suplex. By the way, Gray, after one point, Wendy Choo hit Kendall. Kendall turned it around and into a German suplex, but it was a high angle German suplex that landed on her head. Holy shit. I loved it. Women's wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. She did and then Wendy Choo said, "You know what? Hold my beer. I'm trying to hit I got my finisher." She goes to the top rope where Kendall Gray is. She does a superflex, turns it into a brain buster. That
was clean.
Gets her up. Does aforementioned slap to the face. I went back. That was a slap, not to the neck, but to the face. And it sounded vicious. She tried to do her weird neck breaker. I've never seen this type of neck breaker before. She kind of like did like a tilt-a-whirl, like wee around the world neck breaker. She did it once to Kendall Gray. It worked. She tried to do it again. Kendall Gray's, hey, check out this finisher, bitch. Shades of Gray for the 1, 2, 3. And still, your Evolve Women's Champion. A+. Now, I will say this now, why I call this A+.
Yes.
I was gonna give this match a D because of the fact that Wendy Choo, after getting her personality back, loses. However, I give this an A+. I turned it to A+ over the fact that Kendall Gray has a brand new finisher. Wendy was not prepared for that. Wendy was prepared for the old Kendall Gray. This is the new Kendall Gray. That means Wendy needs more therapy. We need to find out who the invisible therapist is, and she's not there yet. That's fine. Counterclockwise. Here are these thoughts. Your thoughts and rating of the match.
Yeah, man, I agree. And those are some really, really good points. You actually just took all the things I was going to say, which is great. But it also goes back to when Wendy Choo said that Kendall Gray, you haven't faced a new Wendy Choo. But then in the match, we got a new Kendall Gray with a new finisher that she did to her in that match. So I thought that was pretty cool overall. And Wendy looked great. Like the combination of the superplex into the brain buster, that was clean. The swinging neck breaker looked really good. And I did notice the announcers, they kept mentioning the fact that, oh, Kendall Gray, this is her second match in a week. Maybe she needs a break. So I'm wondering if they're foreshadowing some type of story of her having these matches week after week. And then the last person that actually takes the title off of her, maybe they can use that as a part of the storyline. Like, she's been wrestling back to back so much that the person who takes it off of her, that's why they got the advantage. So I'm kind of wondering if that's where they're going to go with this.
Okay. Before we get to CJ, Wolfie, and Terrell, there's a clip from this match, and it connects to what Hear These Thoughts says. And shout out to Robert Stone and Peter Rosenberg for this one.
Well, Peter, he asked me a question. You said, how smart is it for Kendall Gray to be doing this after last week she just defended her Evolve Women's Championship in a triple threat match? You know what my answer is? I don't have the answer. Time will tell, because I think Kendall's mind is telling her that she could do this. But I think her body could be saying something else.
Yeah, they kept saying that throughout the whole show. Like, not the match, just the match in general. Like, she thinks she can do whatever the hell she wants, but her body's gonna fail eventually. Like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. CJ Wolfie, Terrell, your thoughts and rating of the match?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good match too. I give it A+ as well. And yeah, Whitney showing some new stuff here and there with the moveset. And yeah, she facing a whole different Kendall for sure. Cause yeah, she will fight, but yeah, she need to get more adapted to the new Kendall now. She's as the Evolve champion. But yeah, I really like this match. They did good on this match. So yeah, they play for me too.
Yeah, Kendall Gray has been on fire, especially ever since she won the Evolve champion, she has been non-stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's Thursday, so total non-stop action. You will see her face right next to it. She has been everywhere, man. She's been everywhere, man. She's been in NXT. Hell, she should have made an appearance on the main roster. She should have made an appearance on AAA with the performances that she's been putting on.
She should have.
But, you know, Wendy Choo, as she was, you know, refining herself, she should have been looking at some tapes. She should have been looking at some matches, making sure if Kendall Gray has something different in her arsenal, because she has messed up, focusing only on herself, trying to refine herself, but not looking at if Kendall Gray switched something up and she got outsmarted for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not outsmarted, but, you know, she got hit with a new move for the win.
No, it was outsmarted because that's the point of Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray is so adaptable. You can't like and NXT. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this later after the show. But we'll do this live as well. When they had the three-way tag match, and there was a point. I think it was like the last 3 minutes where it kind of ramped up to like to a 10. Kendall Gray was gonna get hit with JC Jane. However, this will be the second time that Jason Jane was trying to hit her on the outside, and the second time again because she's adaptable, it doesn't happen twice to Kendall Gray. That means she's talking to people in the gorilla position. I'm like, hey, we're gonna do this match, right? So she's gonna hit me with a thing, right? Okay, but in my character, I don't get hit twice. So Shawn Michaels with the two eyes. You know what? I see that, and I see it too. So good for you, Shawn Michaels.
I love that about her character too.
It is. It's a great character. Like Callie as well, except Callie has her hubris. She's the Juggernaut. And the Juggernaut, when he runs, goes to the destination, but you can just out-trick the Juggernaut that way. I mean, Ellen Page did it, for God's sake.
That's true.
Either way. 7 minutes, 17 seconds for this match. Well deserved. Well deserved for impromptu match. I will say P.W. Church says this. The impromptu title match was a very pleasant surprise. Kendall Gray is being portrayed as a fighting champion, which I think certainly fits her style. With Gray's call-up to NXT, which is technically not a call-up. It's just her being loaned to NXT, basically, because of Red Sinclair. I thought Wendy Choo was perhaps winning the title, but it was not meant to be. Both women are very over with the fans, and they were split for this match. There were people split in this match. By the way, in the beginning of the match, when they entered the ring, the woman on the left with the glasses with the two kids, that's actually Chantel Monroe's mom.
What? Really?
Oh,
yes.
What?
If you start the show again from the beginning, right? And on the left side of the ring, there's a kid and a mom, and on the left of them, there's a woman, a black woman with glasses. That's Chantel's Monroe. You know how I know that? Because she follows me on Instagram.
Okay.
Wow,
so that's some crazy. I was like, oh shit, Chantel Monroe's and then that means in a couple episodes, Chantel Monroe's gonna pop out. Yes. Either way, all right for everybody.
Wait, did you follow her knowing that was her mom, or did she just follow you? Like,
I followed her. Before we get to that, I followed her because she was like, I actually followed her by accident because I'm like, oh, is that Chantel Monroe's mom? And I looked at it like, it is Chantel Monroe's mom. That's cool. She never followed me. She never followed me until the video that we all collaborated, the one that I said that Wendy Choo and Chantel Monroe should actually promote this match before the 3-week pause. When we all collaborated with that she's like, boom, I'm following you, and she said thank you. Oh, like, hell yeah, let's go.
Mom. With the mama
nice.